How do you go about grabbing a buyer's attention at a trade show? Now, I have exhibited and attended countless trade shows around the world over the years. And certainly in my early years, I used to do this calculation whereby I would be standing on my booth and I used to work out in my mind how much time have I really got from the moment at which I first see that buyer in the aisle to the moment at which they maybe walk past my booth and they're gone forever. And I reckon this is just my personal calculation, and it depends very much on how busy the trade show is and how fast the buyer is walking. But I reckon you've only got 5 to 10 seconds from the moment at which you first see the buyer to the moment at which they walk past your booth. That means you've only got 5 to 10 seconds to grab that buyer's attention to make a first impression. 5 to 10 seconds to meet someone, talk to somebody that you've never met before in your life. It's very, very difficult, but that is the whole purpose of the trade show. And many people think it's a question of displaying your products to the buyer, giving them a catalog, hitting them with a lot of product features in 5 to 10 seconds. And that is not what it's going to work. So, how do you go about grabbing the buyer's attention in those critical 5 to 10 seconds? Well, for me, I used to develop this technique, which I would like to share with you now, which I used to call developing the attitude for gratitude. And it sounds very simple, but it always used to work. And what I used to do was I used to always make sure that I was standing in the aisle. I was enthusiastic about what I was doing, and I was almost like fully charged. I was almost like sort of bouncing up and down a little bit like I am doing now, almost like a mobile phone that is fully charged, a boxer which is primed and ready for the fight. That was me at the trade show. So there's all of these buyers that will be walking past the booth. And if any buyer paid me the slightest bit of attention, I would be incredibly grateful for that. And I had primed my mind for gratitude. And when you are primed for gratitude in a trade show environment like that, you will find that you are naturally warm, welcoming. Your facial expressions all fall into place perfectly. And because of that, you become more open and welcoming, and you almost become like a magnet. It might sound a little bit bizarre, but I would definitely recommend that you try to cultivate that type of an attitude at your next trade show.